I'm Dr. Thompson, Akwo, Ntuba, the Chief Editor of Health and Development magazine, and we are part of the Carbon Capture Utilization Storage Conference. This is one of the major conferences as the energy sector industry tries to be part of the mitigation solution to climate change issues, impact on the environment and persons. And with me is a gentleman who is involved in this work. What's your name?
My name is Agbai.
Where are you from?
Originally, my parents are from Nigeria, but I grew up here. I was born here in the U.S.
You did your undergraduate somewhere, somehow. Where did you study?
Studied in Nigeria.
Which university?
Now, University of Nigeria. Studied petroleum engineering.
Petroleum engineering, which is very good. Congratulations. At this point, the petroleum industry with fossil fuel accusations of contributing to the greenhouse gases that contribute to climate change's effect and their impact on the environment and humans. Not many young people want to go into petroleum. So what actually motivated you to get into petroleum?
So for me, it's very personal because I'm from the southern part of Nigeria, where I think most people know has all the reservoirs, where you have all the oil wells, all the deposits. So growing up in the southern part of Nigeria, we got to see firsthand the impact of exploration and production to our immediate environment. So a lot of recklessness, maybe from the government's part and from a lot of the big IOCs that were in Nigeria then contributed to us having polluted waters and fishes dying, lands being destroyed as a result of exploration there. And then also a lot of youths, because of greed, they wanted to go into pipeline explosion just to get whether it's crude oil or gas. A lot of the ones that went into the gases, if you bust the pipeline, the results are devastating, which leads and led to a lot of deaths. So for me personally, firsthand, I saw the impact oil was having in my community, and I wanted to make a difference, and that was what actually encouraged me to go into school to study petroleum engineering.
Good. And you are part of one of the biggest conferences on carbon capture, utilization, and storage. What brought you here?
That's a very funny story, but the company I work with back home in Nigeria, my supervisor actually told me about carbon capture. Then I was involved in a lot of reservoir modeling, simulations, and just the core carbonates reservoirs. And he mentioned it to me, and it just piqued my interest. So earlier this year, I came to the US, wanting to go to graduate school, done my applications, and I started researching about carbon capture. Luckily, I'm a member of the SPE, and going through the calendar, I saw they were having the CCUS conference here in Houston, where I happened to be. So that was how I found myself here.
And you've done well. You have been here since the beginning of the conference, right?
Yes, I did. I've been here since Monday, actually. On Monday we had a few short courses on like introduction to carbon capture, what it's all about, what it entails, the coring. They had a workshop which I attended, which was very informative. And and I've been here since.
Beautiful. What are you going to do with the resources that you've gotten so far?
So, for me, personally, it's been all about learning more about carbon capture and the real life applications of things you learn in theory. So, I know I want to be involved in the global energy transition to renewable energies, cleaner energies, and carbon capture is like the center of all that. So with the knowledge I have, I want to contribute to my own quota to the energy transition to a specific country, a specific company, and obviously brother picture would be back home in Nigeria. So yeah.
That's very lovely. Finally, what advice do you have for young people who may not have made their minds, they have heard all the negatives, the finger pointing at the fossil fuel petrochemical industry? What advice do you have to them who may be on the fence but may be thinking of joining you in the petrochemical industry?
So the advice I have for young people is, we've all grown up in the age of the fossil fuels, so all the activities involved in oil exploration, I think it's all been, we've actually done all that, and we've seen the negative effects it's had in the society in general, not just in specific areas, just generally talking about climate change and destruction of land and the water and all that. So if you're on the fence, my advice would be, the fossil fuels aren't going out, they aren't leaving anytime soon, but there's going to be a transition to cleaner energy, and with more people clamoring for cleaner energy, you'd have to get into carbon capture, and which is, like I said, the center of everything cleaner energy that the world is trying to achieve. So I'd advise every young person that's in the industry, be it oil and gas, EPC, servicing, whatever, manufacturing, it cuts across different industries, energy, anything energy, or power generation. Carbon capture is the way to go, because that's where everything is headed towards now.
Thank you.